While I don't have access to a single document containing exactly 7,000 words of Albert Schweitzer's quotes, I can provide you with a substantial collection of his most impactful thoughts. These quotes reflect his philosophy of reverence for life, emphasizing compassion, service, and ethical living. Albert Schweitzer, a renowned theologian, physician, and humanitarian, is celebrated for his deep insights into life, ethics, and service. His philosophy centers on the idea that true fulfillment comes from serving others and living with compassion. Below is a curated selection of his quotes that encapsulate his wisdom and values. The purpose of human life is to serve, and to show compassion and the will to help others. The only ones among you who will be really happy are those who have sought and found how to serve. Until he extends his circle of compassion to all living things, man will not himself find peace. I am life which wants to live, in the midst of life which wants to live. Reverence for life is the highest ethic. By having a reverence for life, we enter into a spiritual relationship with the world. The only thing of importance, when we depart, will be the traces of love we have left behind. Success is not the key to happiness. Happiness is the key to success. If you love what you are doing, you will be successful. A man does not have to be an angel in order to be a saint. Example is not the main thing in influencing others. It is the only thing. In everyone's life, at some time, our inner fire goes out. It is then burst into flame by an encounter with another human being. Each of us has cause to think with deep gratitude of those who have lighted the flame within us. The tragedy of life is what dies inside a man while he lives. There are two means of refuge from the miseries of life: music and cats. Think occasionally of the suffering of which you spare yourself the sight. The true worth of a man is not to be found in man himself, but in the colors and textures that come alive in others. The African is my brother, but he is my younger brother by several centuries. A man is ethical only when life, as such, is sacred to him, that of plants and animals as that of his fellow men, and when he devotes himself helpfully to all life that is in need of help. Man has lost the capacity to foresee and to forestall. He will end by destroying the earth. Ethics is nothing else than reverence for life. Life becomes harder for us when we live for others, but it also becomes richer and happier. Ethics is the activity of man directed to secure the inner perfection of his own personality. We are all so much together, but we are all dying of loneliness. A man can do only what he can do. But if he does that each day, he can sleep at night and do it again the next day. For a more extensive collection of Albert Schweitzer's thoughts, you might consider exploring the following resources. Brainy quote, Albert Schweitzer Quotes. Goodreads, Albert Schweitzer Quotes. Scripture Savvy, top. Certainly. Here are additional profound quotes by Albert Schweitzer, expanding upon his philosophy of reverence for life, and the ethical imperative of compassion and service. I can do no other than be reverent before everything that is called life. I can do no other than to have compassion for all that is called life. That is the beginning and the foundation of all ethics. The great secret of success is to go through life as a man who never gets used up. Just as the wave cannot exist for itself, but is ever a part of the heaving surface of the ocean, so must I never live my life for itself, but always in the experience which is going on around me. Everything deep is also simple and can be reproduced simply as long as its reference to the whole truth is maintained. But what matters is not what is witty but what is true. Humanitarianism consists in never sacrificing a human being to a purpose. Reverence for life affords me my fundamental principle of morality. A man is truly ethical only when he obeys the compulsion to help all life which he is able to assist, and shrinks from injuring anything that lives. A man does not have to be an angel in order to be a saint. As soon as man does not take his existence for granted, but beholds it as something unfathomably mysterious, thought begins. One truth stands firm. All that happens in world history rests on something spiritual. If the spiritual is strong, it creates world history. If it is weak, it suffers world history. The highest proof of the Spirit is love. Love the eternal thing which can already on earth possess as it really is. Day by day we should weigh what we have granted to the Spirit of the world against what we have denied to the Spirit of Jesus, in thought and especially in deed. By respect for life we become religious in a way that is elementary, profound and alive. For a more extensive collection of Albert Schweitzer's thoughts, you might consider exploring the following resources. Brainy quote, Albert Schweitzer Quotes. Goodreads, Albert Schweitzer Quotes. Scripture Savvy, Top 150 Albert Schweitzer Quotes. Tertulia, Reverence for Life, the words of Albert Schweitzer. These platforms offer a wide range of his quotes, providing deeper insights into his philosophy and worldview. If you're interested in quotes on specific themes such as compassion, service, or ethics, feel free to let me know, and I can provide a more targeted selection.